Welcome to Hey Las Vegas. I'm your host, Bror Fredrik, the voice of Las Vegas, bringing you all the latest Las Vegas news, topics, information, updates, and the occasional what the actual F. Well, apparently, what happens in Vegas doesn't necessarily stay in Vegas, especially if you're here campaigning. I'm going to drive up and down the Las Vegas Strip. We'll talk about it a little bit. Then we'll head back to the studio, so stick around for that. And I'll give you my take on what I think is going on. So let's get into it right after this. Las Vegas, Nevada in general, has not always been known for its great political influence. We don't have that many electoral votes. Sometimes we're a swing state, sometimes we're red, sometimes we're blue. We're all over the place. As people move here, it is changing. We tend to lean in a certain direction, and that's been historical, but we shall see. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. Again, what happens in Vegas does not necessarily stay in Vegas if you're campaigning here. So unless you've been living under a rock and this is the first time you've heard it, and some people don't watch the news, maybe I watch too much of it. However, our current president, Joe, has contracted yet again the thing. I can't say what that thing is, but you know what the thing is. He got the case of the thing. Okay, now he was out and about doing campaigning. He was in a few restaurants, a local Spanish restaurant, I believe, and meeting and greeting. Now, whether he contracted this thing while out campaigning prior to, did he give it to people? Did people give it to him? But all I know is the reports coming in is that when all was said and done, he was confirmed to have yet another case of the thing, and it was contracted here in Las Vegas. Now, I've heard this a couple of times already, that people come here on conventions and they get the thing, and other people get the thing, and the thing is on the rise, and all this other type of stuff. Okay, that's acceptable. People get sick, people get hay fever, whatever it happens to be. But the thing is a thing because it's a thing. You know what I'm saying? So, 46, Joe caught it yet again, and he caught it here in Las Vegas. I was speaking to someone fairly recently who was here on a convention. They claimed they caught the thing here too. I think they were bedridden. I don't think they were bedridden. Maybe they had a couple of sniffles or whatever for a couple days. Back to work, all is well. The news has been pushing that there's a new variant, and it's specifically here in Las Vegas. It's like the Las Vegas variant or something like that, and it's on the summer rise. Oh my God. And they're getting ready to ramp up, if you know what I'm saying. But I don't think we're going to go to any situation like with the shutdowns and the 50% capacity. That's not what we're talking about. It's just a thing, and I think it's due to the fact that we're going into November at this point, and it reinforces the mail-in ballot situation here in the state of Nevada, and that it's probably going to be permanent unless this changes. So, comes to Vegas, doesn't stay in Vegas. He took some of the thing with him. We all saw maybe I'll post a picture. We all saw him leaving. Looked like he was having trouble getting up the stairs. I mean, a little slower than normal. I saw him come down the stairs a little slower than normal. Okay, things happen. And by the way, I did get to see, you didn't see it in that video right there, but I was looking to the right, and I actually got to see Air Force One the other day, and it was a pretty spectacular sight to see it that close to the road, close enough to the road, to Las Vegas Boulevard, where I could read the side. It was pretty freaking amazing. Anyway, let's get back to the studio, and I'll give you my impressions of what I think and how I believe that Las Vegas did indeed change the course of the presidential election 2024. You ready? Let's go do it. Okay, so we're back in the studio. I have questions. Again, it's my firm belief at this point. I could be wrong. I'm just some guy on the internet. But I do believe that Las Vegas did indeed change the course of the 2024 election. I don't know for the better or for the worse at this point. Why do you say that? I have questions, but we'll get to the questions in a second. The current administration Joe announced that if he had any type of medical situation that required attention, that he would indeed step down. And he's been under heavy pressure to step down ever since the debate performance. I found that debate very entertaining, especially when they were, de-measuring about who could hit a golf ball further. That was kind of amusing, but overall, it was amusing. The memes have been amusing. He made that announcement that he would indeed step down if there was any type of medical situation or emergency. Step down and step aside. Before he came to Las Vegas. Now, suddenly, he comes up with the thing. Is that a medical emergency? Well, the way he was taking his time up the stairs, maybe he didn't want to fall down, I get that. But the way he was taking his time on the stairs was indicative of the fact that he's not doing too well, and it might indeed be a medical situation. So is he stepping down? Is that announcement coming this weekend? That's why I wanted to hurry up and get this video out today. I think it might be coming. Now, there are some states where I don't know the legal ramifications of it, but I think it's too late to change someone from the ballot unless for a medical situation. So we'll see. So who would be the front runner? The VP. She'll be fun during the debates. The JD guy and her just laughing and having a good time, cackling it up and enjoying each other's company. I think that's going to be an awesome debate. But her and 45 will be an even more interesting debate because she's firm in her beliefs and he's just him. So that'll be entertaining too. Could someone else be put in there? Could Hillary be put in there? Could Mrs. Obama be put in there? That's speculation. But there is chatter behind the lines, behind closed doors, that the announcement will probably come this weekend that he will step down and step aside and make room for probably the VP. Now, I have some questions, and I bet you do too. Didn't Joe tell us that if you got the thing, you wouldn't get the thing? And that if you got another thing, you definitely wouldn't get the thing? And if you got another thing, you definitely wouldn't get the thing? Does that all make sense to everyone now? So how does he have the thing? Maybe he doesn't have the thing. Maybe he does have the thing. But the thing was supposed to keep away the thing. So I don't get it. I'm confused. I'm utterly confused. My personal take is I would probably prefer for him to stay in the race because, he's the most popular president in the history of this country. Would they say 81 million votes in his favor, the highest of all time? So yeah, he's a popular dude. So I want to see him in another debate with 45. I mean, that's just good entertainment. Maybe they'll talk about playing pickleball or something, I think we deserve to see the grace at which Joe handles the situation, whether he wins or loses. I want to see the last episode. I want to see the last episode. Don't rob us out of the last episode of this adventure we've been living through for 3.5 years. I want to see, I'm up to episode 7. Don't tell me there's no episode 8. But let's bring it back to Vegas. Did Vegas indeed change the course of the 2024 presidential election? I want to hear from you. Drop it in the comments if you think yes or no. Did Las Vegas, or the thing that he caught in Las Vegas, change the outcome of the 2024 presidential election? I want to hear from you. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.